I was thinking of buying a headphone, right? And those of you who know, there's many different headphones in the market. You can get them anywhere from $3 to $500, right? And so I looked at this Bose headphones, right? The quiet comfort ones, really nice, noise canceling, beautiful sound engineering, but they cost $300. So I was at home, I was telling my wife, I said, you know, she's kind of like my CFO, right? Kind of the conscience that kind of reins in all the spending, right? So I said, I'm thinking about buying these Bose headphones. How much would they cost? $300. She's like, why would you want to do that? You could buy them for $10 at price. I said, no, but they don't have noise canceling. And she goes, OK, so buy the $50 Sony headphones. They have noise canceling. They have almost everything. As a matter of fact, she challenged me that I wouldn't be able to do a blind taste test between the two and tell the difference. I did not sign up for that. But so I'm thinking, OK, you know, that's true. Maybe I should get the Sony. And I was thinking about it, $300, $50, you know, come on. I tried to justify it in many ways. I said, you know, I'm a Cisco SVP. I ought to be able to do this. You know, I make enough money. And I tried that on her. Didn't work. I would not recommend that approach with your spouses, right? So then I show up at work, right? And I'm talking to this guy, Steve Sinclair, who works for me. And I said, Steve, yeah, I'm thinking about getting these Bose headphones. What do you think? He goes, the first time you take that 16-hour flight to China, they'll pay for themselves on the very first flight. That day on the way home, I stopped at Valley Fair and I bought the $300 Bose headphones. Why? Because he had changed the frame for me. All of a sudden, it was not about $50 versus $300. All of a sudden, it was about a 16-hour flight going and a 16-hour flight coming back, where I'm subjecting myself to all this stuff. I need to give myself a break. It recontextualized the whole thing, and all of a sudden, I became price insensitive, and I bought it like that. So it's a reframing that you got to do. And if you establish the relevance in a whole new way, and that day when I was driving home, if those Sony headphones were free, I wouldn't have bought them. And that's what John Chambers sometimes says when he says, when you ought to be able to establish relevance in an architectural way in such a way that even if the competitor's product is free, you ought to be able to buy. Now, it's not that easy to do selling. I mean, it's actually pretty tough every day. But I think that recontextualizing and reframing in terms of customer relevance, that's a big pillar. But that's not the only pillar. If that's all you do, sooner or later, you get so undercut. You got to do the other thing at the same time. And then you got to keep just driving the multiplier.